first and 10. First carry for one of the league's best workhorses, Derrick Henry. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. Now he'll run. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life. His speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on the big scramble. He's able to pick up the first down and keep the drive alive. These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. On play action, here's Jackson. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
London brought in motion. They'll try and run for this with Henry. Henry rumbles to the first down and more. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 10. A big one there on 3rd down, good for 26 yards. Jackson going to keep it himself. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
The decision whether to keep the ball or to hand it to the back happens so fast. In this case, the quarterback thinks it was a keep read. The defense was there ready to stop him. Tackle for loss.
And he will get into the end zone. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Baltimore. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Throwing to begin is Richardson. He's got a man. That's Josh Downs.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
On the ground for the first time, here comes Jonathan Taylor. And he'll get a couple of yards, and that's good enough for the first down. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. That is intercepted. Picked off by T.J. Tampa. And the Ravens are going to take possession. They've got it at their own 42.
Well, that's the fast start they talked about all week, Mike. You come out, you take the immediate lead with your opening drive. Your defense goes out there, they force a turnover early. All these plays allow you to just keep stacking momentum early in this ball game. This game is far from over, but anytime you get out to a start like this, it is a lot harder for your opponent to battle back.
Off the play fake. Jackson. Now, deep ball for London. That is caught. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. They'll run it on first down with Henry. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. Jackson out of the pistol. He's going to tuck it and go.
That's a smart play. Second down, don't force it if it's not there. He's able to tuck it, pick up some extra yards, and set up a more manageable third down.
They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. On the handoff, running left is Henry.
That's really well done defensively, Mike. The key to these situations is you got to engage with the blocker, bottle it up, but then you have to get off the block, find the ball, bring them down. That's exactly what they do. No gain, 4th down.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it with Henry. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down.
Well, I'll tell you, Mike, I'm feeling pretty good about my chances of picking up this 4th down when I've got big old Derrick Henry in the backfield. So what an unbelievable job by this defense coming up with a huge 4th down stop.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Here's Richardson. Going to keep this himself. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short gain.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the gun, Richardson. This one intercepted. Picked off by T.J. Tampa. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
I would love to see his weapons do a better job, Mike, especially in the middle of the field, getting open in these zones. I just feel like there's been tight coverage, a lot of little windows to throw through, and yes, anytime you turn the ball over, it's on the quarterback, but the rest of this supporting unit needs to do a better job helping him.
Lamar going to work from the pistol. That's going to be incomplete, and they'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Play action now. Jackson. That is caught by the tight end, Isaiah Likely. Touchdown, Ravens. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Richardson gonna look to throw. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. And they extend the lead. The defense joining the party. A pick 6 for a touchdown. Greg, they are extending this lead out.
Yeah, now you've just seen both sides just make their impact felt here in the first half. The offense has done their part, and now it's the defense that is able to capitalize on the turnover and take it all the way back for the pick 6.
Point after now from Tucker. The kick is good. And the Ravens will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. On 1st down, they'll start with Taylor. And he'll get about 5. They'll go again here with Taylor. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. Richardson. He's got his man. That's down. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a 1st down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down. To throw, it's Richardson. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by T.J. Tampa. To the 20. And he won't be able to take it all the way in, but that is a great return, and they are set up 1st and goal.
So often, Mike, defenders are just happy the ball ends up in his hands, but not this guy. I mean, the catch was one thing, but then the party really got started. I mean, look at this return. He gets one block. He gets another. He's got teammates springing him all over the field. And this offense is lucky this didn't go all the way back for a pick six.
So now, after the interception, a sudden change situation. 1st and goal. Throwing Jackson. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. Henry tries to bull his way in. A second effort, and he is in. Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Baltimore. That is a dream scenario. The offense handed the ball 1st and goal. And, Greg, they take it to the end zone for 6.
They're not going to have many easier drives than that, Mike. I mean, to get the ball, not only in a short field, but in a goal-to-go situation, you don't get a lot of those chances. You have to cash them in, and that's exactly what they were able to do.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Richardson will give it to Taylor. And this is going to be a Colts 1st down as he gets this up to the 42.
Up until that run, this first half, it's kind of been tough sledding here for this run game. They'd love to see him get going. That last big pickup's going to go a long way.
Richardson operating from the pistol. He'll take a deep shot for downs. That's caught. And he will score. Josh Downs. Touchdown, Indy. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Now, faking the give. Open man downfield, that's London. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him. And we'll bring up 3rd down.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. The next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He'll look underneath for Henry. And it looks like he's going to have the 1st down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive. Again, it's Jackson. A pass pulled in by Henry. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
A throw, left side, caught by Andrews.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Now Lamar gonna hang on to it. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Ravens. Tucker for the point after. He's got it. And the Ravens add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Here's Richardson. Here's a deep shot for Pierce. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. A big gainer for Indianapolis. 32 yards. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Throwing is Richardson. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. They were not fooled on defense. Saw the screen from the start. It'll be a loss of yardage on the play.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
Throwing on 2nd down, Richardson. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And this is taken in by the defense.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. On the give, here's Henry. The ball comes out. The Colts have got it.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
Looking to throw, Richardson. He'll take a deep shot for downs. That is brought in. What a connection. He's down inside the 5-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
That is caught. What a job to keep the play alive. Touchdown. Touchdown Colts. So that's his second touchdown of this one, and he's got a half dozen for the year. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And we'll see a return here from his own end zone. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
The Ravens take over first down and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. He's going to look for the home run ball. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. In motion comes Andrews. Jackson now on second down. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. On fourth down, the Ravens call on Jordan Stout to punt. Anthony Gould deep for Indy. Oh, no fair catch, and he pays the price. Big shot to make sure this return didn't even get started.
Colts 14.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll run here with Taylor. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
The tackle by Quentin Simpson. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 33-yard line.
Second and 7. Richardson. That one complete to Pierce. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start. The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion. For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on fourth down? Out of the shotgun, Richardson. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs. On first down, they'll start the drive with Henry. And he'll get this to about the 36-yard line. He's tackled there by Kwity Paye. Second down and 8. And the pistol, Jackson ready. Left side in the hands of London. And he's going to have a first down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design. Sometimes it's based on...
He works free. Right side. Down to the 10. And he will go all the way. Drake London. Touchdown, Baltimore. Tucker, good on the extra point. And the Ravens will extend this third quarter lead. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll run on first down with Taylor. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. On first and 10, here's Richardson. Going down the middle of the field, and he's got his tight end. He's going to be taken down, but there's a late flag in the backfield that might give him 15 more yards. So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20. That is caught, and he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Now Gay for the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Colts are able to edge a bit closer. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
And he'll finally be taken down at the Ravens' 27-yard line. Rough start to this drive for the defense. Back-to-back big plays. This one for 27 yards. Jackson out of the pistol. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Zaire Franklin. And the Colts are going to have it just past their 25.
And while the defender is going to get credit for the pick, Mike, I think he needs to go up on the sideline and thank his pass rush because they forced that bad throw. That is the perfect example of when the front pass rush and the back end coverage work together. Man, that was big-time ball.
Richardson to throw it here on first down. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. From the gun, Richardson. He's got a receiver. That's Michael Pittman. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
Well, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass.
The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Odafe Owe bursting in and recording the sack. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's Richardson. He'll take a deep shot for downs. And that is incomplete.
Rough sequence over these last couple plays. First down sack. Second down big play attempt falls incomplete. And now to make matters worse, you got to operate in 3rd and long on a defense that knows they can just pin their ears back and try to get after the quarterback. This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
On 4th down, Richardson. He gets this one complete to Pittman. And he is going to have a Colts first down. They convert in style. Huge play on 4th and long. Richardson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
We see this offense just continue to search for a spark. It's just this entire game, their execution's just been a little bit off. And now here in the second half, they find themselves down by multiple scores. They're going to have to connect on 1 or 2 of these big plays if they want to find themselves back in this one.
Now it's Richardson. He'll keep it, and nothing doing on that one. He'll go down behind the line.
Brought down back at the 43-yard line.
So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the 3rd quarter.
21.
3rd and long. Now Richardson.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to have it. They'll take over at their own 24-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Off the play fake, Jackson. He'll air this one out for Watkins. That's caught! And he's going to take this one all the way. 76 yards. Touchdown, Baltimore. Extra point try now for Tucker. His kick is good. And the Ravens will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
Justin Tucker, the kickoff for Baltimore.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so they'll take over at the 30-yard line. 1st and 10. Richardson gonna look to throw. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Now he takes off.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on 1st down.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. To throw is Jackson. Now, deep ball for London. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Drake London was the intended receiver there. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while, it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
Tucker's kick is good. And the Ravens will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
Anthony Gould now to return. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 17. Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. And this throw batted away and incomplete.
He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game.
Catch made. That's Woods. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also some...
And more of the same. Another interception. Picked off by T.J. Tampa.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Lamar going to work from the pistol. He'll air this one out for Watkins. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. On play action, here's Jackson. That's deep for the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. In motion comes Andrews. On 3rd down, Jackson. A throw, left side, caught by Andrews. Give him 13 on that screen play. And a 1st down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, than on 3rd down or critical moments. That's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. We're going to go right back to Henry. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Pistol formation with Jackson. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Jackson going to keep this one himself. And he's got another one. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Ravens. Greg, in the end zone again, I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with a win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
Tucker's extra point, up and good. And the Ravens add on to their already sizable lead. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. Here's Gould on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Throwing is Richardson. Crushed. It's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go. A 2nd down throw for Richardson. And this ball batted away and incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman with that one, and it'll be 3rd down. Looking to throw, Richardson. And more of the same. Another interception. Picked off by Nate Wiggins.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
Wow, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. Here's a run. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Now it is 1st and goal. Pistol give to Henry. And that won't help a great deal. Just a short game there. It's 2nd and goal. Still a ways from the end zone as they come up now on 2nd and goal. Play action now. Jackson. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Xavier Howard.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Here's 2nd and 2. And this one is caught by Pierce. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
That's good. All right, Wolves.
So it is a win here for the visitors, the Ravens. And that's now 4 victories in a row as they continue to play as well as anyone.